Hi everyone, I'm Chef Christopher Collins here at the Collins Small Batch Kitchen on 32nd Street in Camelback, and I am so excited to invite you into our kitchen. I've had this restaurant for 5 years. I named it after our family surname, and I'm just so proud that we've become such a part of this community here in the Biltmore area, and I'm excited to show you some of our award-winning food. I'm gonna start with our Maryland-style crab cake. So a good buddy of mine, Reed Chilling, back in the day, he's a third-generation Baltimore boy, said, Christopher, I'm gonna give you my grandmother's crab cake recipe. And if you ever change it, we won't be friends. So 12 years ago, I took grandma's recipe and I've not changed it in. So let's take a look. So we are starting out with jumbo lump blue crab. And you can see how big all these morsels are. And I think that's a big statement when you dive into a crab cake. You wanna see those big, juicy, succulent lumps of jumbo blue lumps. So we're gonna start here and I'm gonna put it into my mixing bowl. And then we have our mixing sauce. So it's an aioli base with lemon juice, garlic, and Old Bay. And if you are from the East Coast, Old Bay is in like every person's kitchen back east. We are going to kind of start mixing this around, and you're gonna see, I'm just doing gentle folds. I'm not breaking up all those big, awesome, beautiful pieces of crab. I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bit of parsley at the end, and I'm gonna give it one more fold. And for all of you real big time chefs at home, you're saying, well, Christopher, when are you gonna put the binder in? We don't use any breadcrumb binder in the actual crab cake. The only thing we do is we take some Noble Bread day-old focaccia, toast it up a little bit, and we put it on the top and the bottom of the crab cake. So when we sear it in the cast iron, we get a beautiful golden crust. So I'm gonna start here. I have my little ring mold, and I'm showing this because it's so easy for everyone to make this at home. And if you want the recipe, you can get a hold of me at the restaurant. I'll definitely send you our recipe. So we're gonna finish this here. And then we're just gonna give it a little bit of a tap, little tappy-roo. Now the secret here is we're gonna wanna put this in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. It's gonna kind of set up, firm up, and get ready for us to sear. I've got a hot pan here, some clarified butter. So I'm gonna take my clarified butter, I'm gonna spread it around evenly in my pan. And you can see how hot we're working here. We're not afraid of working with hot pans. It's one of the rules in our kitchens, hot pans rule. You can see these beautiful crab cakes that I've got searing. And we're gonna do these about 2.5 minutes on each side. So while these are working hard in the kitchen, I'm excited to show off some beautiful food. So my first dish here, chicken tenders. And you're like, Christopher, what are you doing showing people chicken tenders at your restaurant? It's actually one of the top selling items here. And we take so much care about our chicken tenders that we put them in a cryovac machine. We suck out all the air, we put in pickle juice, buttermilk, hot sauce, suck out all the air, and we start spinning this machine. And it goes blum, 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 blum. And it tenderizes the chicken tenders and really infuses them with all those beautiful flavors. We fry these to order. You see the golden brown, the crispy laces. We have a honey mustard dipping sauce. You have your choice of side item. I went big boy today and said I wanted a loaded baked potato on this plate. Another cool dish that we're very excited about is only on Fridays at the Collins Small Batch Kitchen can you get lobster rolls. Maine lobster, we toss it in avocado, cucumber, beautiful bib leaf lettuce. Again, shout out to Noble Bread. He makes this beautiful bun for us, and we pair it with a pair of French fries, and it's like, what a beautiful thing that you can only get one day a week. All right, let's go see how our crab cakes are doing. So we're gonna kind of give it a flip here. Look at that golden brown. Guys, it doesn't get any better, let alone on TV. So I'm gonna start plating up our plate. So when you come in and get our Maryland style crab cakes, you're gonna get a hefty serving of French fries. Beautiful shoestring French fries with our perfect seasoning. It's a recipe that we came up when I opened up Grassroots Kitchen 14 years ago. Can you believe that? We're gonna put a little bit of our Collins Brothers slaw. For you that don't know, there's 5 boys and 1 girl in my family, and coleslaw is like me and my brother's favorite side item. So a little shout out to them with the name. And we're gonna finish these crab cakes right here. And it's 2 very generous portions. And everyone at home, I am so excited to present to you the Collins Small Batch Kitchen Maryland style crab cakes. Hi everyone, I'm Chef Christopher Collins at the Collins Small Batch Kitchen on 32nd Street in Camelback, and I am so excited to bring you to the pizza side of the Collins menu. So we've been here for about 5 years, and I'm so excited to say that, you know what, I think we're a great restaurant that offers unbelievable pizzas, but so many more things. So let's start with the pizzas, and I'm gonna show you some awesome seafood at the end. Come on this way. So we have a beautiful pizza here. A very exciting fact is that we use a 10-year-old sourdough starter. And that's a very unique thing. We've been keeping this strand alive since we've opened up. We keep it going. It just adds more rich and robust flavors to our dishes. So I'm gonna make you our two favorite pizzas. The first one is our Attaboy pizza. It's kind of a throwback to my dad. Whenever you did something good, he would give you an Attaboy. So here we have a San Marzano red tomato sauce. We're gonna kind of spread this out nice and even as I'm kind of going in my bigger circles. I'm gonna get right to the edges here. Perfect. All right. I got all the coverage that I needed. So we do a full fat mozzarella osadera blend. So I'm going to grab a hefty chunk of this. I'm going to start spreading it around, getting all those pieces. There you go. And then on the Attaboy, it's kind of like our meat lovers pizza. So you're going to get 3 styles of meat. So we're going to start with an Italian sausage, mild, not very spicy. Then we're gonna go with the beautiful pepperonis, and it's like, how fast can you do this? Because when you got a big line of pizzas coming your way, this is one of the most tedious tasks that you have to do while you're working the pizzeria. There we go, we got some good coverage there. And then if you're like my son Fitzgerald, every pizza in the world has to have bacon. So let's add some bacon for Fitzy. And then we're gonna add some of these beautiful caramelized onions. Really kind of how this came about was, at the Collins Small Batch, we're really popular for our French onion soup. And we do these beautiful Vidalia onions, and they got all this caramelization and color on them. And then one day I'm like, this needs to go on one of our pizzas. So it made it to the Attaboy, and it's been very popular since. Okay, my second favorite pizza. We are gonna do the Angry Bird pizza. This is our white sauce pizza. So here, we just kind of spread this, and the cheese sauce really melts out in the cooking process. So we're just gonna get good coverage here. And this is a Reggiano kind of base. It's very, very rich. When we get our Reggiano, we get these big wheels in, and when we shave it, you can literally see like the oil separating from the wheel of Reggiano. We're gonna go back to our osadera and mozzarella mix. I'm gonna give it some good coverage here. On top of that, I'm not gonna do as much cheese as I did on the Attaboy because there's cheese in the sauce. I'm gonna add some of this beautiful goat cheese. And this is one of those things that when people come in and they try it, they're like, oh, what a great combination to add the goat cheese to that. So part of the Angry Bird, obviously we have some rotisserie chicken. At the Collins Small Batch, we rotisserie chicken every single day. And then we pull it, and it's such an unbelievable way to offer our guests fresh rotisserie pulled chicken. And you can see that. And then you're like, well, what makes it angry, Christopher? Fresno peppers, all right. We're gonna start throwing down some of these Fresno peppers. All right, beautiful dishes. We're gonna go to our pizza oven. We're cooking about 700 degrees. I'm gonna give this a little, yeah, oh, look how that went in there. Second one, boom. It's like we've done this a few times here at the Collins Small Batch Kitchen. All right, so we're cooking in here. We're using live oak wood, and then we have some finished pieces right here. So here's number one. Look at that. There's that Attaboy pizza. And then we're coming in here. Oh, I wish everyone at home could smell what we're smelling here. So this is our Angry Bird pizza. We are going to finish the Attaboy with a little bit of torn basil, right? A little herbaceous. It's a pretty savory pizza, so we wanted to bring some herb to that. And then I'm gonna finish my Angry Bird with some of our homemade Topper's Angry sauce. So it's a Fresno-based hot sauce. We're gonna kind of zig-zag there. And these two pizzas are just home runs. I told you that we're very excited about being a great restaurant that offers unbelievable pizza. But I'm even more excited to share with you. I love restaurants that you go to that are not necessarily seafood restaurants, but that offer an unbelievable seafood program. And I'm here to show you two of our ahi tuna dishes. So this first dish right here is called salt block tuna. It's a Himalayan salt block. So right now, this beautiful #1 sushi grade tuna is actually being seasoned by the Himalayan salt. We do a little bit of a reduced agave ponzu and a homemade almond chili paste finished with some wasabi grains. But then we kind of take it up a notch. You're like, Christopher, I need more tuna. I want tuna for dinner. Here we have a blackened seared ahi tuna with a beautiful herb salad and blue cheese tomatoes. This dish is one of those dishes that you find at a restaurant and it just becomes special because you go in, you know the quality of food you're getting, you feel good about what you're getting, and it's just it really represents what we're here about at the Collins Small Batch Kitchen. And last but not least, I'm gonna show you our French dip. So we're cooking prime rib 3 days a week. With that prime rib, we've developed an unbelievable French dip program. We have a beautiful seeded French baguette coming from Noble, and we have shoestring French fries, and we have our overnight au jus that cooks for 12 hours. And sometimes I'll just drink the au jus. But it's an unbelievable opportunity to come try like a beautifully engineered French dip. A lot of restaurants have it. Not everyone does it great. And I hope you will come into the Small Batch Kitchen and give us a try, because I want you to be proud of the food that you're eating. And I want you to say, wow, Christopher made a great dish.